So this is approximately 5 minutes. I think this one almost done. I can feel it is very crispy already outside.
Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today I'm going to make deep fried pork belly. Alright, so let me share with you a few things to take note. Now when you buy the pork belly, usually it will come in one long strip. And what I did here was I actually separate out the thicker. See, this part is actually thicker, and this part here is actually thinner, right? As you can see from here, from the cross section. So why do I want to differentiate between the thinner and the thicker part? Because later the cooking time will be different. So I'll be able to control the cooking time easier by differentiate when it comes to cutting out. Yeah. So that's first thing you want to take note. Number two, you have to remove the skin. If not, it will be very chewy. All right. Don't worry about the crispiness because later we are going to put some starch powder on the surface. It's still going to be very crispy. Of course, the most important ingredient here, it is the red fermented bean curd. There are usually three kinds of fermented bean curd that you can find in the market. You have the red, you have the white, you have the spicy. So the most commonly used is the red one. The red one is basically fermented bean curd added with some red yeast rice, right? So basically the cooking process is very simple. Firstly, you want to marinate the pork belly. Secondly, deep fry it. That's it. That's very simple, right? So first of all, I will put 1 cube of the fermented bean curd together with some red yeast sauce from the same bottle. Then we can actually add in some Chinese rice wine or Shao Hsing wine. A bit of fish sauce, or you can use light soya sauce. Fermented bean curd is already salted, yeah? I'll be adding a bit of my Cooking Appa chicken stock powder. This is optional. Oops. This is optional. To give it some more umami flavor, we are going to add in some oyster sauce. Not too much. Going to give it a bit of sugar. And a little bit of salt. Not forgetting few dashes of white pepper. So next thing, you just make sure everything is nicely dissolved. Once it is fully dissolved, you can then use it to marinate your pork belly. Right, you have some very thick consistency here. You can now put in the pork belly and roll it all over it. Make sure it is coated nicely. Yeah. And what you do next is to wrap it with some cling wrap and put it inside the fridge for 1-2 hours. That would be best. Actually today I will straight away deep fry. It would be best if you can marinate it with about 1 to 2 hours in the fridge. Right, so you just pretend this has been marinated in my fridge for the past 2 hours. I took it out and at least half an hour before you want to deep fry because you want to let it to go back to room temperature. Next thing, you can prepare some tapioca starch or potato starch or corn starch here. Either one. I'm using potato starch today. So what you do here is take out the marinated meat. Give it a nice coating. And you can allow the excessive, pat it away for the excessive flour, right? And you set it aside to let it rest for a couple of minutes. So this step is very important. I'm referring to the resting part so that the flour can or starch can actually stay better on the meat itself and hence creating a very nice crispy layer after you fry. And eventually you get something like this. Let it rest for a couple of minutes while we go and prepare the oil. Alright, so prepare some oil. We are going to fry it using medium heated oil, somewhere around 140 to 150 degree. If you are not sure, just use the thermometer to measure. If not, put a chopstick inside. You should be able to see some bubbles, slow bubbles coming up, like this, right? And you don't want to see any smoke coming up. If you see any smoke coming up from the oil, it is at least 180 degree, which is too hot. You don't want it to too hot because anything with covered, marinated with all the ingredient, all the sauce that we used just now, it will become chao da, it will become darkened very, very fast. So you can't use too high heat on this particular dish. You want to use medium heated oil to slowly fry it until it is fully cooked. It won't take a long time, plus minus about 5 to 7 minutes, I would say. And you want to use medium heat to pan fry. Oh, sorry, deep fry, yeah. See what I told you just now? Two different thickness will have different cooking time. This is why these two, I actually separate them. I actually separate them so that I can control the cookness easier. So this is approximately 5 minutes. I think this one almost done. I can feel it is very crispy already outside. Right, and then I'm going to set it aside on a piece of oil absorbing paper. This one is also almost there. These two, I'll give it another 1-2 minutes. Oh, super fragrant right now. Oh. So this one, I'm going to take it out also. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at this. Ooh. Set it aside on the oil absorbing paper. Check out the beautiful color. Light, not too dark, not too light. Light pinkish, reddish color. And we will leave it there to cool down for a couple of minutes before we really cut it. And later I will let you hear the sound of the crispiness when we cut. Alright, set it on the chopping board. Can you hear this? Whoa, the crispiness. I hope the focus is good. Let me double check on the focus. Right. Let me put the mic near the chopping board. Oh, can you hear this? And you can notice how juicy it is inside. Wow, look at this. Even without skin, it is still very, very crispy. So here's my very simple, deep fried, crispy Hakka pork belly. If you like my dinner, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. This one at the side is actually the garlic chili paste. Bye bye.